Welcome to the main event, everyone. My name is Alex, aka Alex versus Media, and let's introduce our new opponent. Coming up is the 36th MCU debut, which is Thunderbolts. Ensnared in a death trap, an unconventional team of anti-heroes, Yelena Belova, Bucky Barnes, Red Guardian, Ghost, Taskmaster, and John Walker embarks on a dangerous mission that forces them to confront the darkest corners of their past. So, did Thunderbolts manage to win me over, or I did not like it that very much? So let's talk about it and decide who is the winner of this fight. And I want to say before I dive into what my thoughts are on this movie, this video will contain spoilers as in the title. So if you have not seen it, if you're watching this video, how about you leave a like, subscribe, and also watch the movie and come back and hear my rest of my thoughts. So before Thunderbolts, the last MC movie we've gotten was Brave New World. Now, if you haven't seen my thoughts on it, I did not like Brave New World. In fact, I was very much disappointed by it as a whole. And I was hoping coming into Thunderbolts, before even the first ever reactions for that movie got out online, I was hoping to watch the movie and coming out felt like I watched a good Marvel movie, hoping to go back to that feeling I had when I started diving right into the MCU ever since phase 1 to phase 3 and seeing how all that plays out. So let's talk about the good. Let's talk about the lineup of heroes that we have, or in this case, anti-heroes, because none of these guys have ever done anything good revolving their past. And I will say, when looking at it, it's just a bunch of super soldiers, with one being having a unique power to phase through stuff, and I would say two assassins. That's pretty much it. And I know when the lineup came out, people were wondering is this the Thunderbolts that we would even care for to go see in theaters? It doesn't have Red Hulk, it doesn't have Abomination, it doesn't have anybody's their own custom picks of who they want to be in a live action Thunderbolts team. Just based on what the comics teams was, of course it's very different, but people were really thinking about, can this team bring something to the table? Everyone is trying to find a purpose to move on. They have dealt with a whole lot of terrible things, but they come together in a moment where I could either reminisce of all the terrible stuff that I've done, or I could try my best to suck it up and just continue to move forward and work with people. Even though I'm not a team player, I'm trying my best to help these people of trying to get where they need to go. Stuff with Yelena, how that movie dives deep into her. Some sprinkle in some stuff with John's character. When it comes to John, he is an asshole, but he's also an asshole that wants to get himself out of the gutter. And also when it comes to Ghost 2, that one scene where the three of them was in, I feel that when it comes to them, they're trying their best to work with what they got. Also, a big one, this deep dives in to mental health with characters, and that is Yelena and Bob. And to me, those two are the biggest highlights in the movie. They carry this film, starting off with Yelena and how the film opens up, of her giving this monologue about her feeling empty, that she feels there's something in her like a void, and about her actions when she was young, talking about how her first assignment is when she was a part of the Red Room, and just pretty much what she's doing right now. And there was a scene with her and Alexi, and I thought that scene was just so good. It seems like this makes me want more scenes like this in the MCU. Having these moments, having these self-contained moments that makes me feel so appreciated that this is a standalone movie. Also, Bucky in the movie, I would call Bucky like a guidance counselor, just like rounding up everyone, just like forming up a team, and just try to tackle what Valentina is planning. He does try his best to do good as a congressman, but let's be real, Bucky is just going along as he goes, but like he's seeing what Valentina is up to, and he tries to stop her. Classic Bucky. I'm impressed with Sebastian Stan of like just tagging along with the MCU for this so long, and I thought like in this movie it's like another case of like Bucky going on an adventure, and it's just like him doing what he does. So like he does have aura in this film. It's like that truck scene where he ties it up on his arm and just slams it on the ground. That was fire. Let's talk about Bob and Sentry, because he is Sentry. He has dived right into a troublesome past. He's going up against like his void counterpart, his second persona, and trying to come to terms. See, I can be like the best version of me. Like you cannot control me anymore, and the void is just like just piling onto him. It's like we are destined to be alone. You have no one, and pretty much the void is just swallowing him up. Like this is what he wants, proving his point. And Yelena comes right in and just assures Bob that he is not alone, and all the others come to him, hugged him, and then a nice performance by Lewis Pullman, just letting it all out, letting all his emotions out, and just like knowing that he does have people that he can go to that can help him out, and that is this team, that is this band of anti-heroes, whether they like it or not. They see their hardships, they see their pain. Pretty much the performance that Lewis Pullman did was good. This is my first ever introduction to Sentry, so I have no idea how he acts in the comics at all. But from not a person that doesn't know anything about this character to the person that sees this character for the very first time in the MCU, I thought he was excellent. All right, it might not be excellent for a whole bunch of people, but to me, I thought Bob, his MCU introduction, his entry, I thought it was perfect, and I'm really looking forward to his character when it comes to Avengers Doomsday. But let's talk about the stuff that I mix on in this movie, starting out with Taskmaster. She straight up gets murked. And like when the first time that they come together in the room, fighting each other, being set up, and then Ghost just murks her. Bullet straight to the dome. And I really am hoping that this isn't the end of Taskmaster, because it's nothing like what the character is in the comics and stuff like that. I know that was a choice, so it will be very disappointing if this character does not come back at the very least. I also feel bad for like the actress that plays her, because going back through like the press tour videos and talking about the film, promoting it, I don't think that the actress herself was in attendance to one of those. I could be wrong, but like that was like pretty much like dirty. So like I'm hoping in like the near future Taskmaster gets a redemption, like the true Taskmaster comes in and like makes his MCU appearance, because like there's so much you can do with this character. It'll be again pretty disheartening and really bummed out that like that is like the short time that we have of this character. My second thing is Valentina. I feel like she's just like an okay character. I know that like she's super shady and like nothing. She acts nothing like her in the comics, but like in this movie, I thought like she was just like a person just trying to escape punishment because of what her actions are and like what she's trying to do. And just by like the end of the movie, I really thought like she's finally gonna get caught and end up behind bars, but that ends up not the case because going on to like not just like another negative, but like just ending it right here. Just I thought that Val was just like okay. It's like there's nothing. She has a sort of a backstory, but like I don't think like it was like enough. I thought Val as a whole was just like she's just an okay character. Like just like the second time I'm seeing her, and just nothing to it. But she goes on when everything fails, when they finally defeat Sentry, the Void. They try to get her, and then Val ends up getting the paparazzi and decides to take the opportunity to use this for her by naming the group of individuals that took down the Void, that saved everyone, the New Avengers, and that is like the point of the asterisk. It's a placeholder name, and these guys are the New Avengers. So like I thought that was like kind of cool because like there's no other hero, so like I guess it's them. And then when we get into like the end credits are like showing like the people that worked on the movie, it was like a funny gag of like all like the publications like seriously these guys are like the New Avengers. It was like so funny, but also diving right into like the post and end credit scene. I thought like the mid credit scene with your Alexi just trying to convince a woman to take the product of the cereal, which was the Wheaties box. They finally got their face on the cereal, and dude, my theater laughed. Like it was such a genuine laughter. The way David Harbour just goes out and just like tries to convince this woman to take the cereal was so funny. So I thought that was like a very, very good and funny mid credit scene. But then we get into the end credit scene. And of course, it's been 14 months. Sam is trying to assemble the newest team of Avengers, the real and actual Avengers, and it's not going to be these guys. Him knows it, the publication knows it, so he's trying his best to take the name back. So everyone else is gearing up. Or just like trying to figure out like what is happening because like they're being told that like a space anomaly is like happening and they just don't know. So they ask their computer system to pull up a scan of like anything, and like the scan finishes, it shows a spaceship coming into Earth's orbit, an extraterrestrial ship. I almost butchered that, and we see it in full screen, and it looked very familiar. Someone said it out loud, but it was like so funny. The ship turns and it's the Fantastic Four's ship. Now, a whole lot of people are going to be saying like Marvel spoiled the Fantastic Four, and it does sort of like feel like that because of like Galactus coming in and like devouring their Earth, but we don't know that. Like this could like mean something else. I have no idea. You don't. I don't. We don't know unless we watch Fantastic Four. But it does make me excited even more for Fantastic Four. Not that Fantastic Four like needed this push of excitement because it's Marvel's first family. I'm excited for Fantastic Four. The first two trailers were very, very good. And it's just like, just regular teasing. Like this is the right sort of teasing that I like when coming into a project like this. I like how it wasn't like another like setting up for Avengers Doomsday, because we all know that we just don't need it for a second time. And I'm glad that we didn't get it a second time. It's just a promotion, like excitement and wonder to what the next installment is, and that is Fantastic Four, and we're gonna be getting that this July. I'm super excited to see Fantastic Four first steps in theaters, and that is it. That is the Thunderbolts, and I really thought that this movie was exciting, and I end up really liking it at the very end when I left. So my ending thoughts is that you don't know what if you don't know what to expect from Thunderbolts. I think you're going to be coming out very surprised and like very satisfied for what you have gotten. Though this is like a regular story, and like we've probably seen this story a bunch of times, but in here, and like I didn't really mind it. It really didn't bother me just because of what it did with Yelena and Bob, and showcasing the other characters of what they are in right now, going for mental health, going for purpose. I think you're gonna be finding really enjoyment from this movie, and a really like hard like discussions, because I didn't think Marvel would even go that far. So with that being said, I'm going to give Thunderbolts a 4 out of 5 stars. So thus meaning that the end match, the winner is Thunderbolts. And with Thunderbolts, thus includes the end of Phase 5, and I will be ranking all Phase 5 movies from worst to best, so stay tuned for that on my YouTube shorts. If you guys want to follow me on my other social media accounts, the link for those will be in the description box, and I highly advise you guys to follow me on Letterboxd, because that is where movies and sometimes TV shows are on, and I just talk about them. So make sure to do that so down below. I'll catch you guys in the next one, hopefully with more video ideas. I'm trying to really dig hard when I find my niche, but I'm gonna be pushing through it. So I hope you guys are having a good night or good day, and I hope you guys enjoyed the movie, and comment down below and subscribe and like if you haven't so already. My name is Alex. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.